varnish has gone off and the coats have gone really well, and it's actually looking really good condition. And look, the joints and the various battens such are pretty tight. The final stage I want to do is actually install the stainless steel plates. And what I'm going to do is literally place them over the joint. So if you can imagine, this is the underside when the swim out's down. But what this will do is give us more lateral support across the two beams, plates around the edge of the swim out. And then when we bolt put the bolt through back onto the back of the transom, that just gives us some more support. So when people are using it, there's less chance of it actually falling or collapsing. Obviously it's an old bit of timber, come up really well, but we just want to sort of prolong its life a few more years. Once that's done, then we can start putting the hinges back on, and then we can install back on the boat. Anyway, first things first, get this set out, get it screwed down, and then we can mark up where we're drilling the holes and get them installed. Now I just do the one on the other side and then flip that over, and then I can drill through the existing holes underneath, and then we're ready to go. Okay, so as you can see, both top and bottom forward. So the next thing we're going to do is literally use the existing holes for where the eye bolts go through, and I'll use those as my guide. Drill through, make sure that's neat, and then tight it up, and then put the hinges back in, and then ready to get it back on the boat. Just putting on the hinges for the swim out, and I realised that when I was taking the screws out originally, one of the screw heads broke away, and it occurred to me that I'll have to get that out. This is a trick I learnt a long time ago. If you've got a screw for a hinge that's actually got caught, or the head's broken off inside the door, and obviously it's almost impossible to drill it out, what you can do is get yourself a diamond tipped hole saw, a little hole drill for drawing through tiles, and what you do is then set it over the screw hole. What they suggest is you make yourself a little jig or a little plate. I've actually got a hole jig that I use for doing boring holes through timber occasionally. So that I'll set that up to a line with the hole, and then you just start the drilling, and then it eventually drills around the extent of the screw, and eventually it'll cut into the screw, and you've got you ultimately get your you get the screw out of it pulls the screw out of the timber, and then you just go back and fix the hole. Okay, so what I've done is just make myself just a guide, and you sort of lay that over the hole.
centre. That's your centre. Just the centre of the hole. Okay, and you just clamp that. Just a bit of scrap wood will do. Clamp that on the rail. Just use my hole saw and just use it as a guide. And use this as a guide there. Okay. And once that starts, there you go, you've got your guide there. And then I should be able to extricate the screw out of that hole. Okay, so now that we've got the screw exposed and pretty loose in the hole, just get my long nose pliers and just slowly extract the broken screw. Job done. And then what I do with the hole, I use a packet of fluted timber dowels and fits like a glove. So what I'll do, I'll put a bit of glue on that, drop that into the hole. Okay, so we just over the timber down and just slide that in the hole. Yeah. Easy. So when that glue sets, goes up and dries, just get a chisel and you just chisel off the point, and then you can screw your hole. Yeah, just put a new screw through. So that's just a tip if anybody wants to get a screw out of a door frame or out of a hinge, because you can't dig into the side of the timber, but yeah, certainly come on the top. So I've just checked. I don't think I've got any more, but I'll check. That's how I'll do it. It actually turned out I had 1, 2, 3, 4 screws which had broken off in the holes. I didn't realise. Anyway, so pretty straightforward exercise. Drew all the holes out, pulled out the several screws, put my little ball plugs in, and I'll just let that glue dry. Then I'll just trim them off with a chisel, and then yeah, put these hinges back on.